Hi there, Mrs. Ortiz here, and we are going to talk about Objective 2, which is linear equations for our algebra review for geometry honors. So let's go ahead and dig right in here. Number 6 says graph the following equations on the coordinate plane. So number 6, the equation is y equals 5/2 x minus 1, which means that this is in slope-intercept form. So a quick reminder that slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So from slope-intercept form, we can find that the slope m is 5/2 and the y-intercept b is -1. And then we're going to graph. So we're going to begin with b at -1. And from b, we're going to make use of the slope by going up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over 2. So rise over run. And we'll do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, over 2. Make sure that our line is pretty precise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back 2, and draw our line in. All right, so that's graphing a line in slope-intercept form. In number 7, we're actually given an equation in standard form. So remember that standard form is ax plus by equals c. And one of the things that you can do, one strategy you can use, is to change standard form into slope-intercept form. So you can subtract 3x from both sides, and you get 6y equals -3x minus 30. And then divide everything through by 6. And our equation is y equals -1/2 x minus 5. Okay, and so again, we can use the slope and the y-intercept. So we begin with b at -5 for the y-intercept. And then from there we go down 1 over 2. It's got a negative slope, so it should be going downhill. And graph our line. Now, if you are familiar with, can't turn my iPad while I'm making a video. If you are familiar with standard form and you choose to graph by intercepts, you can do that too. So you find, so for the x-intercept, you let y equal 0. And for the y-intercept, you let x equal 0. And so you would find the intercept and graph the line that way. Either way is fine with me. And I think if you want to see that in further detail, you can watch the Objective 2 summer packet video, because I think I did one there. Okay. All right. So if you read your homework, Mrs. Keys, she's funnier than I am. So if you read your homework problem, this will make sense in later on. But number 8 says, Mrs. Ortiz isn't nearly as creative as Mrs. Keys in making up funny word problems. But regardless, she's working on a problem and she messed up. Can you find her mistakes when she tried to graph the equation y minus 7 equals -4/5 times the quantity x plus 10? Fix the mistakes in a different color. So first we want to identify this as being in point slope form. And the strategy, okay, so the strategy for point slope form, again, one of the strategies, if you're not familiar with where the point and the slope are in the equation, is to change it to slope-intercept form. So let's see where I messed up and see if I can make some changes and fix this. So, by the way, there might be some 2-year-old commentary in the background. So, my apologies. All right, so y minus 7 equals -4/5 x plus 10. So to change it to slope-intercept form, first we would distribute 4/5. So -4/5 times x is -4/5. -4/5 times 10 is -40 divided by, so -4 times 10 is -40 divided by 5 is -8. So that looks good. Doesn't look like there's any mistakes there. So now we have y minus 7 equals -4/5 x minus 8. So we're going to add 7 to both sides. And we get y equals -4/5 x minus 1. And that looks good. So the equation looks good. So there must be a mistake on the graph. So let's go over here and graph this ourselves and see what we get. All right, so we're going to start with -1 as a y-intercept, and then our slope is -4/5. So we go down 1, 2, 3, 4, and over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and oh, we can see that the error is that the wrong slope was used. And so let's graph another point. 1, 2, 3, 4, and back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to go here. And this should actually be the line that we're using. Okay. All right, in number 9, it says the given points 3, -7, and -5, 1 are used to write the given the points 3, -7, and -5, 1, write the equation of the line in slope-intercept form. Describe the process below by filling in the blanks to make sure the description is complete and accurate. So we are given 2 points and we want to write it in slope-intercept form. So if you think about what we need for slope-intercept form, we need slope and we need a y-intercept. And so to find the slope, we're going to use these 2 points to calculate the slope. So let's see if we can make sense of these prompts and fill in the blanks. So to write an equation, number 1, to write an equation in slope-intercept form, I first need to find the blank between the 2 points. So it's between 2 points, so that would be the slope. To find the blank in the y-coordinates, I must subtract 1 minus -7. Well, remember that slope doesn't make sense to put in there, okay? So remember that slope is a change in y, or a difference between the y-coordinates, divided by a change in x. So I think probably the thing that makes sense there is to find the change in the y-coordinates, I must subtract 1 minus -7. So we're going to put change right here. Similarly, to find if it's similar, hopefully we're finding the change in the x-coordinates. I must subtract. Now we have to be very careful. So if this slope is going from starting with 1 minus -7, then we have to go in the same order for the change in x. So we need to start here with -5 minus 3. And it has to be in that order because we have to follow the order that we did for y. From steps 2 and 3, I have found that what are we calculating in 2 and 3? The slope is, let's work it out. So the slope is 1 minus -7 over -5 minus 3. And so that's a +8 on top over a -8 on bottom, and that's -1. So the slope is -1. The next bit of information I need is to find what did we need? If we go back to our equation, we needed slope and the y-intercept. So we also need the y-intercept. I need to substitute what I know so that my equation will read. So in order to find b, we have to plug in for y, m, and x, and the instructions specifically tell us to use the second point listed. So it would be this -5, 1. So we're going to substitute in for y a -5, and that's equal to the slope, which is -1, times the x-coordinate. Uh-oh, I messed up. Did you guys catch that? Good job. All right, here we go. Back to it. I'm sorry. Okay, so we're going to plug in y, which is 1, and that's equal to the slope times the x-coordinate, which is -5, plus b. So there's our equation. We can simplify this to 1 equals a +5 plus b. And so we must subtract what from both sides of the equation? We need to solve for b, we need to subtract 5 from both sides of the equation. And so b is equal to -4. So I'm not finished yet. I need to write the final equation in slope-intercept form. And it is, I'm going to go down here because I'm running out of space, so y equals m, which was -1, times x plus b, which is -4. And there's the final version of our equation in slope-intercept form. I can tell you there is a question like this on your test, so make sure that you are feeling comfortable with this process. Maybe solve it first, and then go through the step-by-steps and try to fill in the blanks, okay? All right, but no need to panic, so just remain calm. All right, so that finishes up page 1. Let's take a look at page 2. At this point, I just have a couple of pretest questions. If you did well in the pretest and you got these right, then you can be done with the video at this point. Otherwise, if you want to see how these are worked, keep on watching. So in number 3, it asks to sketch the line of sketch the graph of each line. So if 9x plus 5y equals negative 25. This is in standard form. We can convert it to slope-intercept form like I did in the earlier example, but what I'm actually going to do is go ahead and find the intercepts. So for the x-intercept, I'm going to let y equal 0. So this is just a second strategy that you can use for solving it. For the y-intercept, I'm going to let x equal 0. Okay, so for the x-intercept, I need to substitute a 0 in for y. So my equation becomes 9x, okay, and then plus 5 times y. Well, if 0 is y, then we know 5 times 0 is just 0. So we're just left with the 9x is equal to negative 25. And when we divide both sides by 9, we get negative 25 over 9. So let's see here. That as a mixed number, let's see, 9 goes into 25 2 times. So negative 2, and I think we've got 7/9. So between negative 2 and negative 3 would be the x-intercept. So possible equations, it looks like it's going to be D. But let's go ahead and work the y-intercept and see. So for the y-intercept, we need to let x equal 0. So 9 times 0 is 0. And then that leaves us with the 5y equals negative 25. And so when we divide by 5, we get y is equal to negative 5. And so our y-intercept is negative 5. So it does look like D is our final answer. Okay, the number 4 from the pretest asked to write the equation that passes through the points negative 4, negative 2, and negative 1, 3 in slope-intercept form. So again, remember that slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So we need to solve for m, and we need to solve for b. And for m, we need to find the change in y. So we're going to do negative 2 minus 3 over the change in x, negative 4 minus negative 1. And again, remember, you have to follow the order. So if I started with the first point and subtracted in the top, I need to start with the first point in the bottom. And negative 2 minus 3 is negative 5 over, this becomes a positive negative 4 plus 1, which is negative 3. So we've got a slope of a positive 5/3. And if you want, you can take a look. If you are like taking a standardized test, it might be a good time to take a look at the test. And if your slope is 5/3, then the only option we've got here is A. So let's go ahead and solve for B to make sure that we understand the whole process. So I'm going to go up here and use these lines. So if y equals mx plus b, I'm going to substitute in for that. I'll use the first point, so negative 2 for y is equal to 5/3 times x, which is negative 4, plus b. And we need to solve for b, so 5 times negative 4 is negative 20/3. And since I'm going to move that 20/3, I might as well convert negative 2 into thirds. So negative 2 in thirds is negative 6/3 plus b. And I'm going to add 20/3 to each side. And we get that b is equal to 20/3 minus 6/3 is 14 of those thirds. So b is equal to 14/3. And there it is. Y is equal to 5/3 x plus 14/3. All right, and that concludes our notes for Objective 2. Have a great day. Bye.